Inflatable Enthusiast here, and I have a really special review for you guys today. This is on the Gemmy 2013 6-foot tall air-blown inflatable yellow Scarecrow M&M. I can't even believe that I have this thing. Where do I begin? I did not know this inflatable even existed until around last year. This is probably one of, if not the rarest M&M inflatable they ever made. It's one of the few Halloween ones they made. They only made, I believe, 4 Halloween inflatables. They made this one, the orange one on the cauldron, the other yellow one dressed as Frankenstein, and then the red vampire one. The Frankenstein yellow one is probably the most common. The second most common is probably the orange M&M on the cauldron. And then the third is probably the vampire, and then this one being the least common. Yeah, I had no idea this existed until like last year. I thought it was so awesome because of how rare it was and that I had never seen it before. And I actually thought it was a prototype when I first saw the picture of it. This has only been up for sale twice in the past couple years. There was an eBay listing of it for a while, and I actually was going to buy it, but I never did, and I don't know why. And then just recently on eBay, there was a listing of this one and the vampire one in a two-piece lot. And that was a bid, and it was like over $300. I couldn't do that much. That was ridiculous. So I was really pissed when I couldn't get that. But I was looking on Marketplace for inflatables, and I found someone selling this in South Carolina, I believe. I messaged them immediately. I was like, hey, would you ship this to me? I really want this thing. This thing is super cool. And they said they would. They were asking $100 for it, plus shipping. I offered to pay for shipping, so it was like $116, I think, total. So, yeah, I think I paid a really good price for this, you know, like I said, considering the rarity. It's new in box. It's never opened. So this is what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. Typically, I don't do this. I typically just open the inflatable, test it out before the video, and if it's not working, then I send it back. But because of how special this one is, I wanted to get a first reaction, and I'm praying to the gods above that this is in good shape and it isn't thin. This is one of the last M&M inflatables they released, I believe. It came out in 2013. See the side of the box here. And then, yeah, here's the back. It says 2013. I was surprised when I first saw the date on this thing. I thought this was from, like, 2009 or 2010, like, when they released the other M&M's inflatables. But this one was released very, very later, or much later than the other ones for some reason. So I believe this was the last one they ever made before, you know, getting rid of the license for good. Which is weird why it's the most rare, because a lot of the other ones, you know, are much older. Like the M&M's tree, I really, really want that one. Still can't find that one in good shape, but that's like my favorite M&M inflatable they ever did. But yeah, you can see here it says official licensed M&M's product. I have no idea where this was sold. I believe it was sold to the public because obviously it has box art and everything. If I had to guess, I would say Sears, because it has similar box art to the reindeer red M&M that I used to have, and that was sold at Sears, but it doesn't say anywhere on the box. The red M&M's box did say Sears, though, and it had a price tag on the back. I have no idea where this is sold at. I mean, it might not have been sold to the public, too. I have no idea. But because it has box art, that's what makes me think it was. Because actually, I don't think any of the other M&M Halloween inflatables have box art. I don't think I've ever seen pictures of boxes for them. Like the vampire one, the orange one on the cauldron. I haven't seen pictures of the boxes for any of those. So I don't even know if they do have box art or not. Yeah, then here's the top of the box here. Here's the tab. As you can see, the box is in immaculate shape, too. I was super happy with this. And then, yep, here's the box. Still factory sealed. So, I'm going to go get scissors. We'll cut this open, and we'll see what's inside. Alrighty, so here's the bag. Instructions. This is a very big folded out paper. Stakes. Looks like it comes with a spare bulb, which is good. And then the inflatable itself. So I'm going to get this taken out, and then we'll plug them in and inflate it. Alrighty, so I got them all spread out right here. So let's plug them in and inflate it. Another thing I'm really excited for is there's no actual video of this even documented on YouTube. I barely know anyone else that has this inflatable in the community. But yeah, so I'm actually making the first review of this there is. And here he is. Wow, he looks amazing. So I'm just gonna fix the hat brim really quick here. Just push it down. Got folded up. Alrighty. Wow. So this is definitely something you don't see every single day. Okay, the fan's starting to vibrate and it's really annoying, but yeah, like I said, this thing is super hard to come across. Okay, that's actually really annoying. The fan's like shaking like crazy on the floor. But yeah, so anyways, here's the design. I love it. I like this design better than the Frankenstein yellow one. I don't really care for that one a whole lot. I mean, I get that they made... Just the shape of his head is kind of strange. I get they made it like that because, you know, Frankenstein has like a very square-shaped head, but for an M&M, it just doesn't look right, you know? Like the shape of his head being square, it just doesn't look like an M&M. I prefer this one way more. And I actually don't have a Scarecrow inflatable either. So this is actually kind of my first, you know, inflatable Scarecrow design, which is cool. But yeah, he's got straw coming out of his gloves, coming out from under his hat. I love the pumpkin he's holding. It has the orange M&M's face on it, which is perfect, you know, because, you know, it's a pumpkin. His brown overalls, straps right there. One thing I love that they did about this inflatable that they never did with any of the other M&M's that I really think they should have is they printed on his eyelids. I like that way better than what they used to do. What they used to do is they used to sew an extra piece of fabric over their eyes. And Gemmy's quality control wasn't super good back then for some reason, so that resulted in a lot of messed up looking M&M's inflatables. In particular, the M&M's tree. At least one of the M&M's on that inflatable has messed up eyelids, and it makes them look super, super funky and weird. And I don't like it. But like I said, they printed these on, so it comes out perfect every time, and it looks amazing. So yeah, but I mean, other than that, it's a really simple design. You know, nothing on the back. I'm going to unzip it, and actually we'll look at the fan and see what type of fan it has. Okay, so this is cool, because he's actually like a newer inflatable from 2013. They have a newer base fan in them, and as you can see right there, it's a YEF 60. But yeah, so I just wanted to do that. I don't know why I didn't do that before we inflated him. I was just really eager to get him out of the box and check and see if he was in good shape. But yeah, I think the YEF 60 is perfect because it inflates him nice and fast. You know, he's not a super huge design, so having a base fan like that for something this size is perfect. And I mean, as you can see, it inflates him super, super tight. So yeah, I am very, very happy to own this. Like I said, you don't see this thing every day, so I'm one of the very few people in the community to own this. Like I said, I think there's like 2 other people that I know of that have this. So I'm very, very happy to own this. I'm super happy the seller on Marketplace was willing to ship, because I've been finding a lot of good things on Marketplace lately, but it's the same issue every time where the seller just will not ship, or they open my message and don't respond. Finding inflatables on Marketplace is very, very difficult. People just seem to be a lot more stingy about selling things on there. You can usually find some really cool, rare designs, but it's very unlikely that the seller will actually respond to your message if you contact them about it, or, you know, ship, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm super happy to own this. I think it has 6 C7s in it, or 5 or 6. I'm seeing 5 right now. There might be a 6th one. up in his hat, but I'm counting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we'll go cut to the night view and look at him in the dark. Alrighty, so here he is at night, and as you can see, he lights up amazing. You can see every part of him besides the pumpkin. There are 5 C7s. I thought there were 6, but there's 5. There's one here, another one there. There's 2 right here, right next to each other, and then there's another one right here. Originally, I thought the second one here was supposed to be tied up in his arm into the pumpkin, but there's no strings in the pumpkin, and I mean, if any kind of weight gets on this, it falls. It pops right back up, but, you know, any kind of rain, or if they put a C7 in there, it would not stay up. But yeah, so I really, really love this design. Super happy to own this, considering how rare it was. I didn't think I would ever have this. This thing is really, really special to me. I don't think I'll ever sell it or get rid of it. I'm just going to use it for as many years as I can. Because like I said, M&Ms are my favorite candy. And especially around Halloween, you know, you get candy on Halloween, so I gotta have M&M inflatables. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this review. Thank you for watching. I'm the Inflatable Enthusiast, and I'll see you guys next time.